Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex.
And I'm Jay.
And we got some news updates for you from around the land of smiles. This November 11th, it's 11/11, everybody. Go shopping.
It's also November.
It is, indeed. And we just realized that that's supposed to be mustaches only.
Yeah, so tomorrow, mustache galore.
We're going to make some corrections. He's going to make some corrections. We'll see about me. Anyways, before we begin, please remember to subscribe to the Tiger to stay up to date on all things Thailand. Now, today, we're going to talk about some unfortunate updates regarding Thailand and Cambodia. Phuket cracking down on illegal taxi drivers, and a little later, a foreign influencer's cash hunting game is causing a controversy. What do you say we start off with a quick word from our sponsor, though, Jay?
Yeah. This show is brought to you by Fazwaz, ladies and gentlemen. If you've ever thought about buying real estate property, investing, finding a new home, check out Fazwaz.com.
Yeah, I'm currently in the middle of that process, and I can say Fazwaz has made it a very easy breezy experience so far, but the hunt continues. So I'll let you guys know when I got a new place. All right, on to our first story of the day. The Prime Minister is now weighing the suspension of the Cambodia Peace Pact after yet another landmine blast. So, a deadly landmine explosion along the Thai-Cambodian border has pushed the Thai Prime Minister to consider suspending a peace declaration between the two countries. It's only been a couple of weeks, man. The incident renewed fears over unresolved border tensions and the presence of unexploded munitions in the disputed zones. Officials say a full reassessment of security protocols is underway to prevent further casualties. Thailand argues that Cambodia must show stronger commitment to clearing landmines and managing the area responsibly. The suspension remains under discussion as diplomatic channels scramble for a solution. This is the story that just won't stop.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's pretty frustrating because, especially heading into high season, this is not the stuff that anybody wants.
True.
Right? Like, I think this is something that might deter tourists. If they say, like, oh, I thought everything was fine. Look, it's absolutely far away, isolated to one corner of the country. It will not affect most of the tourist areas at all. But just seeing these headlines is a huge bummer.
Yeah.
And people will begin to think, you know what? Maybe I'll just go to the Philippines this time, or Vietnam, or Malaysia, or something like that in the South Pacific. When we want those dollars here.
Yes, and Thailand needs all the tourism it can get because it keeps making, in my opinion, some desperate moves in order to fix this.
It's very frustrating, and I can see why the political leadership of Thailand feels like their hands are tied when these things happen. I don't know. It's just bad for both countries.
It's also population sentiment, guys. Thai people are extremely peaceful people, but I can tell you that it's not a great situation with Cambodia, and there's some strong opinions from the locals and the Thai people regarding the situation as well. So the government has to kind of pay attention to what the sentiment around the people is.
Yeah, and that is one of the things I like about Thai leadership is that it is very responsive to the people's sentiments in a lot of cases. But yeah, this is one of those things where I hope the diplomacy wins out, and Cambodia can step up its efforts to help clear these very newly laid landmines that they did, which is also pretty messed up, I say.
All right, for now, we're going to move on to our next story, taking us to Phuket as it tightens net around the illegal taxi drivers. Authorities in Phuket are stepping up operations against unlicensed taxi operators who have been undercutting legitimate drivers and creating traffic bottlenecks. Checkpoints and sting operations have increased as officials attempt to restore order to the island's transport system. Many drivers are being fined, while repeat offenders face criminal charges and vehicle impoundment. Local taxi associations said the crackdown is long overdue as illegal services hurt income and safety. The move aims to ensure fair competition and a reliable transport environment for tourists and residents.
Yeah, what's the deal? Like, what are they just slapping stickers on the side of the car saying I'm a taxi and that's it?
No, so to be a official taxi car in Thailand, it's normally they have the green plate.
Yeah, you need
green plate for private taxis, yellow for hire taxis. A lot of them, with the new apps and stuff, people are using their not registered taxis.
Ah, okay. So you have to be absolutely registered to get on the apps too. Is that it?
I believe so.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, every time I get into like a Bolt or an InDrive or a Grab down there, they're treating it like they're professionally a taxi. Like,
and I have not once sat in a taxi or like in a Bolt or a Grab in Phuket that's not an official taxi.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't even know if they have like civilians driving their cars. It's not. Yeah.
Well, guess what, guys? I have a little bit of Alex's advice on criminality if you want some.
Yeah.
Look at this. I'm stealing your job, Jay. Classic immigrant move. But Yeah, I was in Phuket and I got a Bolt. I usually use Bolt.
Yeah.
InDriver is really good in Phuket.
You went outside?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
My driver's like, well, I can't go inside. I might get fined 2,000 baht. But then she was like in a little group where they like, hey, are there new police there enforcing it right now? And at that time, it was lunchtime. So the cops were on break.
Oh.
So if you're looking to use a Bolt to get into the Phuket taxi or Phuket airport, maybe wait till that window from 12 to 1 p.m. and you won't get in trouble.
Yeah.
Maybe.
A lot of
Don't take my word for it. But
So Grab taxi is allowed in Phuket Airport.
Grab is,
But
yeah.
if you want to use Bolt or InDriver, they often ask you to walk till the exit, which might be a bit annoying if you have a lot of bags.
Super annoying.
But if you have a small bag, if you just walk to the exit, you can get the InDriver or Bolt taxi, which is normally 300, 200 baht cheaper
Yeah.
than the Grab.
It's pretty frustrating because there's a lack of clarity on how this stuff goes, and these are all kind of new things to me too. Because I used to use Bolt all the time and get picked up at the airport, but anyways, be careful.
300 baht, that's 3 beers.
Indeed. Oh, by the way, speaking of beers, I just want to interject very quickly because Nathan asked a good question. He'll be in Thailand in January. What is with the stupid alcohol laws? Just a quick clarification, guys. So we were talking about a new crackdown where drinkers are going to have to pay the fines. Look, this is supposed to be for basically people that are just buying the beers and starting to drink like right outside of 7-Eleven, right? Like even though like, you know, you can kind of just walk around with beers, but during these hours, they're going to start enforcing like, hey, stop just walking around with beers like that. If you are in a restaurant or an establishment that actually has these alcohol licenses, you will be able to consume during those hours. So just a quick interjection to say that this is not about places and bars and restaurants that do have the licenses. This is about basically like, you know, trashy tourists just getting drunk in the streets in the middle of the afternoon. So that's where the enforcement is coming, Nathan. And now you can probably drink a little easier as long as you're in an establishment where you're supposed to be doing that. Cool. Okay, well, anyways, on to our next couple of stories. So we have some bummer stories, guys, I'm afraid, and we're going around the ASEAN region. So for our first unfortunate story, we're off the Malaysian coast, where a boat disaster near the Thai-Malaysia border carried around 70 migrants, mostly Rohingya. So a migrant boat that capsized near the Thai-Malaysia border was carrying roughly 70 people fleeing hardship and hoping to enter Malaysia. Of course, the hardship in Myanmar. Rescue teams found dozens of survivors, but also recovered several bodies as search efforts continued. Poor weather and an overloaded vessel are believed to have caused the sinking. Authorities say the tragedy highlights the dangerous routes many migrants still attempt despite repeated warnings. Investigators are working to identify the passengers and determine whether trafficking networks were involved. Yeah, really unfortunate news. Apparently the death toll is at about 20 so far. Some rescued, many not. Of course, mostly Rohingya minority that are trying to flee the civil conflict that is still raging on in Myanmar that people often forget. And maybe some traffickers are trying to take advantage of these people trying to escape to a better life and putting them in dangerous situations. So anyways, hopefully more rescues will be heard of.
Yeah.
And less of this activity will go on. I don't know.
All right. For now, we're going to move on to our next story, talking about Typhoon Fungwong forces evacuations in Philippines and approaches Taiwan. Typhoon Fungwong has triggered mass evacuations in the northern Philippines as strong winds, heavy rain, and severe flooding hit coastal communities. Landslides and power outages were reported as the storm moved steadily towards Taiwan. Emergency crews scrambled to relocate thousands of residents from high-risk areas and distribute relief supplies. Meteorologists warned that the system could intensify, posing additional risks to regions along its path. Taiwan has begun preparing shelters and reinforcing infrastructure ahead of expected landfall.
Yeah, so the Philippines, there's a death toll there as well. Unfortunately, about 8, I think. So, but the real story, well, that's a real story, of course, but more than 1 million evacuated too. Evacuated to where? I don't know. This is one of the problems with the Philippines is that their infrastructure, this happens year after year, but their infrastructure isn't really up to snuff when it comes to preparing for these things. And then it decimates the economy, ruins lives, and then the world keeps continuing to revolve. So I don't know what the solution is here, but something's got to give. Sad stuff. Okay, well, anyways, we're back into Thailand, where this is a funny story, actually. I really don't know what to make of this one, so I'm curious to know your thoughts on this in the comments, guys. A Chinese man claimed no idea after 49 gambling machines were seized in Sattahip. How do you not know about your 49 slot machines? Well, police seized those 49 illegal slot machines during a raid in Sattahip, where a Chinese national insisted he had no knowledge of the devices found on the property. Doesn't seem likely. Authorities suspect the machines were part of an underground gambling ring operating quietly in the area. Several people present during the raid are being questioned to identify the organizers. Officers said the setup suggested a well-established operation rather than an incidental storage. The investigation continues as officials look deeper into the cross-border criminal links. So why this is suspicious to me is because the guy changed his story. At first he was like, what? I had no idea they were there. And then he later changed the story to be like, wait a second. I bought those because I thought gambling was going to be legal eventually, so I was just preparing to get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
So the fact that his story changed makes me think that he was probably up to no good.
Yeah. Also, those slot machines, I don't know. They looked like they were from the 60s.
Pretty cartoonish, like a little bit. But yeah, the fact that like the police were tipped off probably means that these were in operation. There was a lot of people on the premises, which probably means illegal staff.
Yeah, wait a minute, what? I heard the news. I thought it was legal by now.
Yeah. I mean, because if his story, if that first part was true, hey, I bought them in anticipation of it becoming legal, well, guess what? It never was legal, so these machines were never legal to be here in the first place.
And who's also playing slot machines, firstly, and secondly, in Sattahip?
You have no idea how many people have slot machines.
Really?
Like,
I know, but it's a scam.
It's
like
so
the
dumb.
most scam thing a casino has.
there's like no game to it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna gamble, like at least
There's no game to it. Also, statistically, it's rigged against you.
Oh yeah, that's all gambling, really. Like,
But there's still more chances of you, getting more lucky in blackjack or, poker.
Even
where there's some sort of skill or even
roulette's
possible
like
counting.
closer to 50-50, Like there's definitely better games for odds for sure, but
Just saying.
slots, I don't know.
Just saying.
It's
All right.
that big lotto thing.
Moving on to our next story, Phuket locals slam a foreigner cash hunt game as harmful. A viral cash hunting game played by foreign tourists in Phuket has ignited criticism amongst locals who say it encourages unsafe and disrespectful behavior. Participants reportedly scramble through public areas searching for hidden money left by social media content creators. Residents warn that the game disrupts businesses, adds litter, and leads to chaotic foot traffic. Officials are reviewing whether the activity violates any local regulations and may step in to curb it. Community leaders say visitors should avoid activities that create disorder for entertainment. Now, I don't know if this is new. I've seen a lot of influencers do this before in the past for a couple of years now. But thoughts?
I don't know. I don't like this kind of content creation where it feels a little exploitative too. Like you're dangling a piece of cash to get people to do, I don't know, go hunting and create this embarrassing behavior. What happened to Pokemon Go? We're all just hunting for Pokemon. I feel like that was a better use of our hunting stuff. I'm not sure. I don't know. It does seem like, hey, it's your money. You can do what you want with it. If you want to make content with it, sure. Somebody can find it. Okay. How is it being disruptful? That's what I want to know more about. Like, are people actually putting themselves in danger? Because it looks like, at least from this content, it looks like they're putting them in pretty innocuous places.
Open areas.
Yeah. Around, like, whoever finds it gets it, yay. But
technically, it's a scavenger hunt, isn't it? It's like hey, follow me if you want a chance to win 1,000 baht. But how far are people willing to go for this? Are they?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not in like private areas, right? I think if it's in public spaces, that's okay. Easy, accessible things.
Looking at this video, technically, it doesn't look like it's in a private property, and But then again, it's on TikTok, and maybe he's done this like hundreds of times, and sometimes he has put it like in a restaurant, and people are just coming in, and they're like, just there for the money.
Yeah.
And then it can be annoying for the the owner to be like, okay, guys, the money's gone. You're like the 10th person who came.
Oh
in
yeah,
today.
that's true too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it's not my cup of tea. But is it illegal? I don't know about that either. So, well, anyways, what do you say we take a quick Fazwaz break before we get into our last 2 stories of the day? Ooh, you ready for it? Yes, Fazwaz.
Yes, there we go. I love a good Fazwaz break.
Who doesn't?
Woo!
Maybe
Just
this
want to buy a house now.
could be cashing those
Yeah.
condos. Who knows?
We're actually in 2 different places. Look at the screen.
Are we? What are we? Oh, I'm not live.
No, someone once gave us feedback, like the way the background is set, it makes it
Oh,
look
yeah.
like we're in 2 different studios, and that's actually true.
Right.
It just look when I try to touch Alex, it just goes through him. It just goes through him.
Gotta go behind the head for that to work, I think.
Oh, maybe just goes through him. Just goes through him.
All right. It is pretty funny. I kind of like it. All right. Last 2 stories of the day.
Yeah.
First one is well, it's not sad news. It's annoying news.
Sorry, I'm
What is
just
that?
laughing at some of the comments.
Fazwaz.
I love Mikhail. Goes, wow, I feel so refreshed.
We're creatures of habit.
Man, I love you guys. You guys are hilarious.
I love morning crew.
Yeah, go Chris. Like they're going all out for this Fazwaz break.
We love Fazwaz. What can we say?
We do.
All right. Our next story, guys, is about unfortunate traffic news. Look, some traffic lanes are set to close on Charansanitwong Road. Nope, I said that wrong. Charansanitwong Road. I should have done this story for you, but anyways.
Yeah.
Look, there's a road closing down for Orange Line work. Bangkok commuters are bracing for new traffic disruptions as multiple lanes on Charansanitwong Road prepare for shutting down due to Orange Line construction. The closures will affect both directions and are expected to last several months. Sorry, everybody. City officials are asking drivers to plan alternative routes to avoid extended delays. The construction is part of the mass rapid transit expansion aimed at easing long-term congestion in the capital. Unfortunate for the short term, though. Authorities promise clear signage and traffic officers to guide vehicles through the affected area. A bit of good news and bad news here. You got to deal with the short-term consequences for hopefully long-term gain.
Yeah, short term. AKA, it'll take forever.
They said several months. Don't believe it.
Probably, yeah. Probably a lot more than several months, but yeah. Anyways. Well, we'll move on to our last story today, where the energy minister has fast-tracked hydrogen and nuclear development roadmap.
Going green.
Oh,
Ish.
okay.
I guess.
Thailand's energy minister has announced aggressive plans to push ahead with hydrogen and nuclear energy strategies to secure long-term power stability. The government sees emerging technologies as essential to reducing carbon emissions and diversifying the national energy mix. Early-stage feasibility studies and regulatory frameworks are being drafted for future deployment. Officials say investment partnerships will be crucial as the country explores the cost and safety implications of new energy systems. The roadmap reflects Thailand's ambition to become a regional leader in clean and alternative energy.
Hey.
Hey, yay,
Care
go
about the
green,
environment.
Thailand.
Yeah, I love it. Look, one of my things is it seems like this is something where the lefties get a little like, oh, nuclear's bad too, just make everything green. No, nuclear very good. Nuclear is like very green. Like there's no carbon emissions with nuclear. Of course, there's nuclear waste. That's not great. But in terms of the amount of pollution, everybody sees those big steam things coming out of the nuclear power plants.
Yeah.
That's just the steam. Is not pollution. And in terms of getting off of fossil fuels, nuclear absolutely must be the stopgap. If you look like a country, France, for example, France is like 80% of their energy coming from nuclear. It's just
Really?
way better. Yeah, it's just like it's much easier. Like I know there's a nuclear meltdown every once in a while. Sure, like once every 2 decades, there's something crazy that happens.
Yeah.
Last one was Fukushima, almost 15 years ago, because of a massive earthquake. Thailand, I don't think we could expect that. So, I think it's a great move to, of course, go green, but also if you want to get off of like the coal and the really dirty. We talk about pollution all the time. Nuclear is absolutely necessary for that. Anyways, Mikkel agrees with me. Nuclear equals green.
There we go.
I feel pretty strongly about that one. Cool.
All right.
Yeah. Anyways.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are some of the stories from across Thailand. You can find more stories on thetiger.com or get involved in the conversation at
ASEANnow.com.
That's Thailand's largest English news forum.
Yeah, don't forget we got social media as well. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter. Wherever you scroll, you can find us and get some more content you wouldn't see here on the regular channel. For now, we will say goodbye to our YouTube viewers and say hello
Yes.
to our live viewers. See you tomorrow. Guys.
Please like and subscribe. And for more Thailand news, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at The Tiger, or you can go to thetiger.com and join the conversation.